Hey guys, what's up? So this past weekend, I got to play Cody Angeloff, the world's longest reigning national champion, in the PPG Invitational Championship. And it was like, I was really excited. I never actually got to play Cody in a, I guess, competitive event before, and so I look forward to this. And so we're gonna go back and we're gonna analyze the plays that I made against Cody, just to see what we can learn from it. Spoiler, I actually did lose the match, but I think it's important to see what you can learn from these matches, right? And then see if there's anything that you can take away from it so that we can improve as a player. And I don't shy away from like showcasing my losses on YouTube. I think this is a good way for me to reflect and like analyze my play style, my game mechanics, and how I can ultimately improve. So without further ado, guys, we'll jump right into the video. So just some background. We're both currently 2-0 in the invitational tournament. So Cody and I got paired up together. He wins the dice roll, so he goes first. I opened up no hand trap, and he's playing synchro combo Eldritch. And so this is just I'm just gonna fast forward here, but Cody's just full combos. This is essentially the new combo that like Eldritch is doing now. So we're just gonna fast forward because I'm sure most of you know this combo. But yeah, it's devastating, man. It puts up so much pressure, and yeah, there's not really much I can do. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to make VFD here. Yep. So he makes VFD and it ends on the full board, which is like absolutely insane. So this is like the Garden Maid or like the Rose Maiden combo that everyone was talking about. This is essentially how you make VFD with just like pretty much Jet Synchron, which is like actually just insane. So this is his ultimate board. He ends up on a counter trap, a pop, an Ash Blossom, a Phantasme, and a VFD, bro. There's just no way I like win this pretty much. I top deck Infirm, which like would have been so good if I could just Infirm Needle Fiber, because it wouldn't have gone him all these draws and he wouldn't have ended on like a crazy board. And if he ended on one Conquistador pop, I could have definitely played through it. But anyways, I activate Boss Quest. It gets Ash. He's gonna chain VFD. I'm gonna activate Boss Quest and then just set 2 pass. He's gonna activate Scarlet and then just pop the boss stage. And at this point, I pretty much just lose. It's not much I can do from here. I kind of like try to play it out just to see what else he will do and show me. I imperm that, summons that, makes Herald, and then yeah, just scoop it up, man. Nothing I can do. Not much interaction game 1, unfortunately, but I think like there's a lot that we can learn in game 2. So I start off and I summon Gearsu. I get Veilored here. So I was trying to look at my hand, but I drew the deck. The thing is, just Generator deck plays a lot of inherent bricks. But I did have a play with Boss Fight and Imperm, so I had like 2 forms of interaction, so it wasn't the worst. So at this point, he could go his normal summon Jet. He's gonna link it off, use Jet effect to summon back the Jet, and then he's gonna make Needle Fiber off this. Thankfully, because I have the Imperm, that's like really good. And then you see how I don't shotgun my cards. This is basically me applying like Jesse's Schrodinger's cat theory, that like you want to keep as many cards as hidden as possible and then use it at the last minute to outplay your opponent. And so this is exactly what I did. I held my boss fight until the like the last absolute minute that I needed to do it. And so by doing that, he preemptively used Cosmic Cyclone Blind on my set, which means I can chain the boss fight and then get boss stage. And by doing that, he draws a card, but then I get to resolve boss stage. If you've noticed before, if I were to like shotgun it, if I were to shotgun the boss fight, I would have essentially lost to his Cosmic Cyclone. But because I held my cards and then played them correctly, I was able to essentially outmaneuver him even through the Cosmic Cyclone. So here I summon the Loper, and the reason why I summon Loper is because I want to play on the ambiguity, like ambiguity. I can't even say the word, man. But anyways, Cody like kind of told me, he's like, honestly, Pac, I have no idea what your deck does, and I'm probably not gonna read them. So I was like, Cody, That's disrespectful, man. I'm hurt. But anyways, I don't blame him, bro. There's a wall of text for every card. So anyways, what happens here is I summon Loper just so that he doesn't know what I'm gonna do. Like, he doesn't know if I'm gonna summon Har. He doesn't know if I'm gonna summon Ugarda. He doesn't know like the potential plays I can make off of one Loper, and the different vast options that I get off one Loper is like really, really good. And so that's what I'm trying to play on. So here I summon the 3 tokens off of stage. He's gonna set 1. He does have the Cuero, which gets him access to Lord. He has Conquistador here, but which he hard drew, which is like really, really nice. I then summon Loper and I summon Ugarda, and then off of Ugarda, I'm gonna use Ugarda to banish the Unknown, because I don't really care about the Scarlight. If he summons the big guy, I can just banish him later. But if this set is like some counter trap or something crazy unexpected, I want to hit it off right off the bat. So that was my game plan. So that's why I hit Conquistador there. So he has red, and I have the Ash Blossom for the red. So here, my line of play was I used Loper effect, and the reason why is because I wanted to summon Har. I just wanted an extra way to like interact with his Fibrax. But you see here, I'm gonna attack into the Fiber. He's gonna tag it out in battle phase to summon Coral, which forces me to attack with Har now. So that was a big misplay. I expected him to tag the Formless Synchron, but not Coral. But anyways, I attack with Har, and then in damage step, which people don't know, but you can use Har in damage step. You can essentially I knew he was gonna draw off Coral, and I still attacked because I didn't care if he drew a card, because I'm just gonna be like, yo, Har effect, which forces him to like dump a card. But unfortunately, because all of his cards float, that was kind of like bad for me, I guess. But it was still like good because it guaranteed that he didn't go +1 off of the interaction. And then I'm gonna attack directly with Girsu just to like put some damage out. And this is like the critical misplay, man. The critical misplay here is I knew he was playing combo Eldritch, but for some godforsaken reason, I like decided that it was better to like keep these cards on board. So, and then I went right to end phase, and then I'm gonna go Ash Blossom on the Scarlight, which I think if I look back into my plays, I should have held the Ash. Like, why did I care about Lord? I could have just in draw phase summon Loper and then get a token, use Ugarda, banish the Lord, and like just keep controlling the game. But for some reason, giving up the Ash, which is a form of disruption that is not like Cody doesn't know, is like really, really bad, because now Cody has full knowledge of all my interruptions. I mean, even if he doesn't know the 2 cards in my hand, they were pretty much dead. So so that's why like it's like really, really bad to like use the Ash. I should have held it and kept it in case he breaks my board, which you're gonna see he will. So in draw phase, I look at my graveyard, and what I do is I use this to summon out Hela, because I was getting greedy. I wanted to use Hela to summon back Loper, and then use Loper to summon out another interruption instead of summoning Loper right off the bat. But I don't use the effect to get any tokens, and because all my monsters were put in attack mode, by the way, I got super punished by the Lightning Storm. So what I do is I let him Lightning Storm me, because my thought process was like, if he Lightning Storms me, I don't really care, because I can just use Hela, bring back Loper, Har, or Ugarda, and then use the field spell to get my tokens to have forms of interaction. But here's the issue. So I chain Hela immediately to tribute one of my face-up attack monsters to summon the Loper, just so that I can essentially keep my resources intact, and then prevent my so that he Lightning Storms less cards, and I essentially don't have to tribute Hela herself, because you want to keep Hela on the field as much as possible in circulation, because Hela is your only way to bring back your generators back from your graveyard. Once you lose Hela, you need like 9 cat lives or like some other forms, because essentially Hela lets you grind, and so you wanted to like maintain Hela as a resource as much as possible. Anyways, then guess what? I'm gonna use the generator boss stage to get tokens, which anyone like would, right? And then here's what happens. I get Nibiru'd. I get freaking Nibiru'd, man. I was like so sick. And the thing is, Cody top decked it for turn 2, so I think like I didn't really misplay. I think like I played through the Lightning Storm like perfectly fine. It's just that like Cody drew the 2 combination of cards to like break my board perfectly, which is Lightning Storm Nibiru. But I think in hindsight, of course, I could have used Hela to bring back there was no, there's no other cards I could have brought back. The only card I could have brought back was like let him pop all my cards and use Hella, summon back Har, and then use Har, gain 4 tokens, and then just play off that 1 interruption, which Cody has only 2 cards left in his hand, which he shouldn't be able to do. Yeah, that probably would have been, I guess, like a safer play. But like the odds of him like drawing to Nibiru, and the fact that Cody said he like didn't really know my deck, so like I didn't even expect him to side Nibiru in or like keep them in if he main decked them, which I think he did after looking at his deck list. So I mean I got punished here for sure, but I feel like it was like a bit of variance because he did top deck it for turn, and I definitely didn't expect it. But like I said, I think in hindsight, I could have went for the safer route, which is to just let him pop all my monsters and then tribute Hella to reborn back Har. I did have a second Hella in my deck, but I was too focused on maintaining the resources of Hella in circulation that I kind of like got punished here. But anyways, he's going to then reveal Nibiru, tribute all my monsters, and then put leave 1 token because of the Nibiru token. But because he has the Jet Synchron as well, he's essentially just gonna win from here. So I mean, he's gonna go Needle Fiber, and that's a 1-card combo, boys. And then we'll just fast forward it, and there's not much I can do from here. But I think the more of the lesson was, if I took what I learned from Jesse, you know, in episode 2 of dropping the topping, as you guys saw, and held my Ash, I could have ashed the Needle Fiber here and completely won the game, because like it was just so much better. Like Cody was kind of like just holding on to like, you know, the like just like thin air, bro. Like he had nothing, man. His only out were these like combination of cards and just having the jet. But I kind of just like punted it away pretty much. I could have secured the bag, and this is like one of those examples where like there's a lot of games where like you could have won if you just played a little bit more defensively, especially when you're so up ahead. As you can see from this board, I was so up ahead. Like there's pretty much like no way I was gonna lose this game, but like I got punished because of the Nibiru, and that's something that I should have also considered. The other thing I should have considered was like just making VFD off of Har and Udgarda. You know what I mean? Put in the extra monster zone and then free up my main monster zone. And then if I make VFD, he can't really play. Like I ash his Scarlight already, right? So that pretty much means that like he didn't really have like an L-Lick play, like, and he doesn't have any synchro plays. And I could have just in draw phase use boss stage, right? This is with VFD. Boss stage, summon back, summon Hella reborn Udgarda, and then just banish any L-Lick cards he tries to like summon. So I think at that point, like I think VFD was just also like another better line of play. I think if I just played that a little differently, I think I definitely would have won, and then at least taken it to like game 3, where it would have been you know, like another good back and forth. And I played 15 hand traps, and the thing with the Needle Fiber deck is his combo L-Lick deck is that if you Ash hand trap Needle Fiber, they pretty much end on a very suboptimal board. It's basically just pure L-Lick at that point, which to be honest is not that scary. So and if I could have taken it to game 3, I had a 92% chance of drawing 1 hand trap when I side 15 in. So like I said, I think if I didn't misplay this, I could have taken it to game 3, and then that would have maybe had a different outcome. You know, you never know. But this is all hindsight 2020, and you know, reflecting on these plays, I think the key takeaways are hold your resources. You know, when you're up ahead, like try to just play a little defensively, stay in control, and then just deprive your opponent out of resources. There's no need to like make greedy plays or like try to like go for the most advantage. All you need to do is really just, you know, as a control deck, is maintain the control. And I kind of slipped there by using Ash on like an elixir with like nothing else. Him summoning Lord literally didn't matter. Didn't need to Ash it. But yeah, guys, let me know other key takeaways that you may have gotten from this video that I didn't list. And without further ado, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.